Hey folks, Papa Boris here, playing some more Slice and Dice. Boy, I'm on a streak here with hard. I'm really nervous. The end must be coming. Let's see what we've got here. Okay, so we've got adding a wolf, which I think I miscommentated. This is worse than adding a goblin because these wolves actually do hit harder. They have 1 extra HP and they don't run away, at least not by default. So that's a tough one. Bottom poison? What the hell? Bottom hero start poison? What is that? What is that? What, I mean, you're just gonna die every time. What the hell? I don't get this. How is this a tier 4 curse? Don't get it. Oh god, what is this? Must be equipped, replace all. What? Oh, Jesus. Okay, well. Okay, so this one and this one are basically just knocking out your bottom hero. This one, I guess you have 1 item you can equip that can replace some of your blank sides. And you get to pick who it is. And then this one is just your bottom hero. You're just playing without a bottom hero. What is going the hell on? Almost damaged enemies move back. Well, this is one I've been avoiding, but apparently it's better than instantly losing the game, so I guess we'll take that. Seriously, a curse that just knocks out one of your 5 heroes is tier 4? How's that even a thing? All right. Cultist. Oh, right. All your stuff is self-damaging. Great. Well, all right. Well, we'll do that. Keep some damage here. I might have to kill at least the bee that's suiciding on the cultist for him to survive. Healer will keep any mana, and defender will keep damage because no one's dying. So, all right. That. Cool. Okay, we're definitely going to have to kill the bee that is killing the cultist. That lets me use this mana without actually dying. Now, the bee attacking the hoarder, that's fine, so we'll kill the other bee. This is actually wasted. This is doing absolutely nothing. Okay, so let's go back. This is something I actually talked about in my last video when my audio got cut out, but there was a really fantastic strategy comment on Reddit where someone pointed out that what you should do is click on the done rolling button after you roll your dice, no matter what, even if there's blanks or whatever, and just see what you can do. And then you'll know which of your dice are critical and which ones aren't. All right, this cut spell is kind of bad, but it does allow me to hit the archer here. And is there a world where I can, yeah, there's not. So we're just going to, what is this? Set a hero to 5 HP. Actually, it's not even worth it. Nah, that's stupid. We've got the burst to kill this archer. There's absolutely no reason to spend the mana. I just click done rolling and it dies. All right, all monsters add single use and +1 pip to all their sides. Oh, that's very interesting. So they all hit harder and they do worse stuff, but if you can survive the onslaught, then they're gonna start having blanks. You know what, I'm gonna try it. This is probably terrible and I'm losing the run, but we'll see. All right, so we got the Gambler. Love of my life. Now, Pilgrim's a very strong class because with 9 HP, these stuns are actually pretty effective and a lot of times you can stun an enemy. This is actually a kind of a weak side. There's other sides that add self-shield and self-healing. This can be useful, this can be useful. Man. I do love both of these classes. I guess it's a matter of who I'm replacing. The Thief has 3 damage sides, and the Defender is kinda crummy. All right, we'll try the Pilgrim. I don't think I've done him yet, or if I have, I forgot. Although I am gonna miss out on the Gambler. I really, really love the Gambler very much, and I'm looking forward for a chance to play with him. Okay, so this will let me kill the Thorn. This will let me stun a rat. This is 4 mana, which is pretty good. And do I need the healing? No, I don't need the healing here. All right, I guess I'll keep it now that I only have 1 reroll. And that's perfect. Okay, I was hoping for this exact side that lets me kill a Thorn without taking any damage. We'll stun the rat hitting the Thief. Although, is this over? This might just be over. Let's see, we'll burst. Hold on. What's the move here? This is 2 damage. Okay, so I think the way the numbers work out, it doesn't quite work. But we'll do a cut. We'll punch you, and we'll burst you because you're the one doing damage. And so, yes, okay, then we have to go to another round, but it was obviously gonna die. All right, interesting choices here. So the Trowel is a revive, which is kind of nifty, except that it's the leftmost side. So if I could replace the rightmost side with a trowel, where a lot of heroes have a weak die or blanks, that'd be fine. But the leftmost side, you know, like the hoarder could do it. I'm never gonna, well, actually, no, this is the guilt. I would use this. This is the one, this is the bad one that I would never use. Yeah, I'll take the scar. 5 empty max HP. I don't know exactly who you put this on, maybe the pilgrim, because if I heal him, it makes the stun more effective, because that's based on his HP. But it's not, you know, the most incredible item, but, you know, every now and then your healer, whatever, rolls heart in the first round and has got nothing to do with it. Okay, so let's see. We can do this to just save the cultist. And I think I will. That's fine. I am going to try to get mana because a cut would kill an archer. This is the death, so I can't use that. I will keep damage because the thief has only 3 damage sides. Now, of course, if you roll for the bow, you can kill an archer, but that's fine. So we'll do this, and we'll do that. Okay, so the idea here is that we get some painful mana. We cut the hoarder to kill the archer. Now, you're dying, but that's fine, because I can just do that, and then everything else is fine. All right, great. So now we're gonna go after the boar, because it's all we can go after. Whoa, hang on a minute. Oh my god, I'm using the curse to my advantage. Most damaged enemy goes to the back, and then I can actually get this archer. Nifty. I mean, that might not have even been, well, it was a good move because the boar wasn't gonna die, so I took damage off the table by killing it. All right, so can we just finish this? I think so. 'Cause I can heal you, which lets you use your mana, and then we can whackety do. Okay, more self-damaging mana class. We got 2 of these single-use wands, 3 mana sides with a cantrip, and what's this? 1 damage to all monsters and heroes. Ugh. Well, it's the fun choice. Hoarder's not bad as a starting class. It's just like a lot of 2 damage sides. Can't really use this one, of course, although you can if you have the pilgrim. All right, we'll try the fiend. I don't usually play with it, but mainly what I'm missing is the cut. I do love cut as a starting spell, so I'm a little sad to miss that. We're up against Bramble, by the way. All heroes, all sides are single use. Okay, so what are we doing here? This is a problem. I need to save you. I could save you by doing this. I mean, let me see. Can I stun the Bramble? What am I? Yeah, I could stun the Bramble. Let's try rolling. If I can get some mana, that'd be nice. Okay, didn't happen, or okay, well. Aha, there we go. Okay, so now you can't die, which is great. You can take damage mana, it doesn't really matter. And then, I think we'll just kill this rat. I think that's fine with me. I'm gonna heal the pilgrim, even though the pilgrim's very hardy, so I can stun the Bramble. And now we're just looking for damage to get this thing down. Oh boy, that is a hard hit. That right there is a rough hit. I don't know if I want to survive it. Well, we could try to give the thief shield. Or I could, man, 3 poison. That was a lot of poison. I don't have any weakening effects or anything like that. I could maybe set it to 5 HP. We'll see. I'll search for the die that either stuns or makes you invulnerable. It didn't happen, unfortunately, and this is useless because all dice are single use. Crud. Okay, so I think the thief is gonna die here. Unfortunately, I did not get what I needed to get. Oh, we have just enough mana to burst it down. Okay, thief survived. Don't get this item, still don't get it. What are you? 2 empty max HP, monsters flee if you, okay, well, I think I'm gonna go for this because this is fine, but I could get a tier 3 item, and I think at tier 3 is where they start to actually get sort of useful. I might get a tier 1, and that's sad, but I'm okay with gambling that because it's not like that was gonna make my run anyways. We got a 3, replace the rightmost side with 1 damage vulnerable. Not that great of a tier 3 item, but it does replace an empty side with something, so let's actually do this right here, just to make it so that all your sides are damaging, and we can't really use this side. Ah, that's silly. We should really just be replacing a blank side. Right, we got it. Okay. Okay, so the blind is that character that runs away if you don't damage any enemies, so it's always worth considering to do that. Here, I could... I have a problem with this situation, because I could shield one of them, but then the other one is gonna die unless they get mana. I mean, this is doing all right because all of them have +1. I need to kill this thing, right? I need to kill it. That's what we're seeing here. Is this thing needs to die? Now this is 2 damage. This is 4. This is 5. I'm wasting the vulnerable, but that's fine. I think I just want to, get it done. And then the ogre is not killing anybody. I'll keep this just to add some HP to the healer, but I don't need to do this because the blind is gonna die and then everyone lives. And then we got that, which is fine-ish, I think. I actually don't have much I could do with it. I could do that, I guess. Oh, I forgot the most damaged enemy goes to the back. Uh-oh, I totally forgot about that. Oh God, I don't think there's a way to finagle this. I mean, if I do that, but then once I hit this, it's gonna go to the back again. Oh man, it's so close. Hold on, is there a trick I could use maybe? What if I hit the ogre, copy this, and then it's just, no, because of the vulnerable, it's damaged twice. And then I don't have the mana to damage the ogre again to get the blind to the front. Uh-huh, okay. Do I have any rerolls? I don't. Oh wow, that curse is really wrecking me here. Unless I'm missing some very cool trick. Maybe if I start with this, I got a feeling this ain't gonna happen. No, because now I would need to hit it and then copy a die and hit it again, but I don't have the, I could like damage the ogre to push the ogre back, and then I don't have anything to kill the blind with. Okay, so this is a problem because actually I have no mana and I have no shields. So these guys are just gonna die. And I think the best thing for me to do is just to end turn. Just to get this thing to go away. I lose 2 of my 5 heroes, and now this is a really difficult situation. Hilarious. Okay, we'll see what I can do here. This is a major problem though, because once I trigger that HP, the Hoarder and the Pilgrim actually die as well. So like if I do this, and then that, suddenly the Hoarder and Pilgrim are dying. So what I have to do here is just this. And I'm not exactly sure how I'm gonna win this fight with only 1 HP on just 3 characters. I'm not sure this squad is capable of doing, that much damage. But we'll see what happens. Well, what's gonna happen is I think I'm dead. Yeah, everyone's dying. All right, well, there we go. We died. It does happen. I have lost my streak, and I think I probably, well, I don't know. I don't know if I misplayed that fight. Maybe I should have tried to roll for, and I don't remember if I rolled any kind of like protective die on the Pilgrim. Maybe, yes, I did. I rolled a protective die, the self-shielding one. If I had realized what the curse did and kept that self-shielding die, I could have saved either the healer or the mage, and then maybe I would have had a chance in that fight. But as it is, since it's only been 13 minutes, let's start over and pick another thingy. Okay, finally, we got something I've been waiting to see for a long time. If you're having a hard time beating the game on hard difficulty and you see this curse, take this curse. I think this is your best chance of winning the game. As far as I've been able to theory craft, there's really only one way to get a free lunch, so to speak, off of hard mode, and that's if you play with a composition that has no red or blue heroes, and you get a curse involving mana. Like if you don't have a class that generates mana, and then you get like spells are more expensive or no burst, then that's kind of just like playing the game on normal difficulty with that party composition. But if you're playing with the basic party, all the 4 curses, all the tier 4 curses are pretty bad, but this is the closest it comes to just not being a thing. A lot of heroes have blanks or weak sides on their 2 right sides, and having them be blank just isn't that big of a deal. Plus, there are some effects that actually take advantage of blanks, and there are, of course, items that override your right 2 sides or your rightmost side or whatever, making the blank irrelevant. So not only is this not a big deal to begin with, but there's also ways to profit from it and to interact with it and override it. Of course, this means I'm gonna die again, but I do believe that that curse, if I die, I'm happy to take it every time I see it, because it is just the best that we're ever gonna get for just, basically almost playing the game on normal difficulty. Okay, now this is of course a problem because I could not roll anything to save my life. We're gonna have to stun the goblin so that the gardener doesn't die, and that's all we're doing this turn because everybody rolled blanks. Now, just so we're clear, the lazy, I mean, these were blanks to begin with on the lazy. The cultist, there might have been something there. This is actually an interesting situation where no one's attacking the cultist, so I could just take this mana. This is actually a really incredible die for a tier 1 hero, so definitely taking that. And I think I am gonna grab the shield off of Dabble instead of waiting for mana, because what that allows me to do is just to ignore the suiciding bee. We can hit this rat, save you. I actually didn't even have to do that. We can burst this rat, no one's dying. So after the bee suicides and runs off, the goblin runs off and we're good to go. Last legs. Win a fight with 4+ heroes in one. Oh, cool. Didn't know that that was a thing. All right, random tier 1 curse or and you get 4 random tier 1 items. It's interesting. A lot of tier 1 curses are not that big of a deal. This is a mistake and you shouldn't do it. I'm gonna do it. All right, so we got, well, let's just see what we got here. Oh no, that's one of the worst tier 1 curses. Oh God, I just ruined a really good run. I was specifically sitting here hoping it would not be that one. So of all the tier 1 curses, this is one of the worst ones because while the left side is usually the best side, so that's why, like, you think, okay, adding sticky so it can't be rerolled isn't that big of a deal because you might have wanted it anyway. This does limit your hero selections because some heroes do have weird left sides that you wouldn't necessarily want to keep. And then also, it means that all your heroes that have cantrips are less effective since anytime they roll the left side, they have to stop rolling. So this is a bit unfortunate that I got that specific one, but like I said, I should not have taken that curse. Well, what of this tier 1 garbage is actually helpful? Middle side with blank and +3 max HP. Well, I don't have anything I'm really excited to get rid of. This is a little weak, I suppose. All right, we'll put it on. Cleanse to the rightmost side. Okay, well, nobody has anything on the rightmost side, so I would need an item to give me something on the rightmost side. Left side with 1 damage cantrip is, of course, not very effective because it's the left side and also because it would stick. And then you bottom side with heal 2 regen cleanse mana cost. Aha, I see. So it's a pretty good item, heal 2 regen and cleanse, but it does cost mana. Well, you have nothing there, so that's an easy one to put on. And okay, well, lazy is a garbage class with just 2 active sides, so we're just gonna take a soldier. Soldier has some armor here normally that instead they don't have. Now, do I wanna keep this on someone? Yeah, all right, we'll get rid of the single use 1 damage, 1 heal. And call it a day. Okay, so the thorns are the ones where they're immune to abilities, and if you hit them, you take 5 damage. So we're looking for a way to take 5 damage and not die. That'll do it. And I can hit one of them, but then I'll die for 1 damage. It doesn't seem worth it. Okay, it's not the end of the world. Let's kill the one that's hurting me more. And then none of these do anything. So we're just gonna pass, and it runs away. All right, am I gonna do this because I'm an idiot? Worn arms. Replace the top and bottom with those. Well, right now, in this particular moment, that does not help me, so I'm just not gonna bother with it. All right, we get wolf ears. Set max HP to 6. Temporarily, that'll give me 1 HP on the wallop or cultist. Or this, replace the 5 right sides with 1 damage range. Well, that is kind of hilarious. I guess I could do that on the Dabble. Sure. There is some synergy potential with this because basically if you got another item that, like, you know, add +1 to your lowest sides or something, then you have a whole lot of range 2s. It's not good, let's just be clear. It's not actually good, but I'll put it on for funsies because apparently after getting the best curse in the game, I've decided my strategy today is to play like an idiot. All right, well, we'll keep the range damage because why not? Like this right here, by the way, is a good example. That is not a side you necessarily want sticking because in this situation it doesn't actually do anything. Okay, we'll kill the bee. We'll get working on the wolf who has less HP. Nothing else I can do. At least the gardener has mana on the left side, which is what I'd probably want anyways. Yep, there's that sticky side. And a stun on my low HP enemy that I can't heal. All right, well, let's see. You're being attacked by the wolf. Now, I could actually stun the wolf. I'm doing that because I wasn't going to do anything useful with it anyways. But in reality, we'll need to just kill this wolf. Actually, I guess I'll be cheap. Let's save a mana, cut it, and then let's put poison on that boar. See if we can finish it off next turn. All right, lots of stickies. I think we're done though. Hi-yup. Hi-yup. And hi-yup. Reroll soldier? No, I like all these damage sides. We'll keep soldier. Alright, well, we got Sparky. Charge, single use, so you need to have mana from other sources. This is a very good side. This is one I do not mind sticking. Because 2 damage, 2 mana is terrific. And what are you? Oh, I love Zap. Okay, we're going to take it. Probably the Ranger was the right one. Because it's like the same as Dabble, but you get this really good damage side over here. But I love Zap. Kill an enemy with exactly 2 HP, and it's only once per round. Now, we got the Alpha here, who luckily did not roll a wolf. And we also are not faced with... What's her face? Anyone dying, so I can kind of relax. So, let's follow my strategy for the most part. I am gonna... Well, I was thinking of stunning this wolf with the stun, but why would I really care about that? Right? Like, yeah. I don't need to... I mean, I guess I have the die, don't I? Does it really matter? 1 damage? Fine. We'll stun it just to use it. Chomp. That was a big chomp. Now, any cleave is gonna wreck the soldier. They're missing it. Okay, the Dabble is dying. But that's okay. This, and I can actually zap the wolf. We'll heal the soldier, why not? This is 1 mana, not the most impressive. All right, well, that saves the Dabble. So, that's fine with me. Zap! Oh, wait, no. First get the mana. Oh, this is 1 damage. Okay, right, I wasn't just a mana gain side. All right, we'll heal you. So now the wolf has been obliging by not summoning any more wolves. There's the summon. That's okay. I might be able to get it. And if I don't, it's still okay because I could, you know, kill it off next turn and just deal with a wolf. It's annoying, but nothing more. Anyway, we're done. What the hell is this? Replace the 3 right sides with gain 1 reroll cantrip. Blank and blank. Well, joke's on you. I've already got blanks there. What are you? 1 HP whenever I save a hero. I'm gonna take this. It's probably bad, but it's fun. And I do get to replace the middle side with blank, and then, oh, look at that combo! All right, so we're trying to kill the snakes to make the goblin flee. This one, if possible, would be nice to kill because it has the poison, the double poison. This is 0 mana, 0 damage. Okay, that's maybe not the best right now. Ah, got the best side. All right, we're gonna go for this one. And then we're going to zap! And then we're gonna go after the snake. Oh, wow, it's over. Nice. All right, what are you? Copycat keywords from the previous die. Or the armor. Armor is a bit of a problem. This is often something I don't want. Not only because I might be searching for protection, but because it's limited in who it can target. I'm gonna grab the ninja. I'm less bothered by getting that. That's the thing about tier 1 curses. Tier 1 curses are often not that big of a deal, but they do dramatically affect your hero selection, where it's like you have to be thinking about that tier 1 curse, or in the case of this one that makes your left side sticky, like you need to be thinking about that every single time you are drafting a hero. So I've actually lost runs. There's a tier 4 curse that you can get on hard difficulty, which makes it so that you get 4 tier 1 curses basically. And it's one that I failed at several times before getting it right, and it's because although sometimes the curses don't really matter that much, some of them just like require you to think about the game differently. All right, you're attacking you. I'm not gonna get 5 shields, so we're gonna just employ a very basic strategy here. We are going to zap! And then focus on the ogre, and I guess I can handle the ogre getting a little hashtag triggered, because everyone's at full HP and we can just finish it off next time. You're dead. Bonk. Oopsie. Oopsie. Bonk. Diving suit. Oh, the 2 right sides with the hero below's base sides. Well, base sides are the blanks. Ah, one of my favorites. Right now it doesn't actually do anything. Oh, no, look at, hold on. We've got Yeah, I'm getting there. We've got this, and we've got this. Oh, look at that. Oh, looky. Who got a cookie? Should I replace a 1 mana gain with a cantrip reroll? I don't actually think that's smart. Should I get that thing? I barely have any mana as it is. Okay, yeah, we got a bunch of garbage and we're just playing with the left sides being sticky for absolutely no damn reason. All right, gotta protect the gardener. Okay, well, I'm glad that happened because that was pretty good. Now, you... I mean, if I roll, I might get a blank. I'm gonna do this, it's fine. What we're gonna do here is, obviously protect the gardener. I'm gonna hit you to gain 2 mana, and then you now get copycat mana gain on that. And then we can kill you, because I have 5 damage. Zip, zap, zoom. Oh, they both targeted the gardener. That was a really good sticky side, I gotta say. Now what I'm looking to do here, oh, this is over, right? Yeah, because this is lethal, and that's lethal. Actually, I had the zap. I wasn't even thinking about that gaining damage from being charged. All right, so the priestess is good. However, I'm losing out on my bow shooting gardener. So in the spirit of just being an idiot and playing the game bad, let's go ahead and grab the cleric. We got some cleanse here. We got a cleanse in the spell, and we got some extra mana support because my Sparky does need mana and my gardener's not great at providing it. Sarcophagus is a very tough mini boss that drops an item if you kill it quickly, but I'm just going to ignore it. I don't care. We're going to let it go. It's summoning spiders, and I don't have any weaken effects, unfortunately. Okay, it's a tough one. Now, we do get to kill one of these gnolls with zap, which is good. This could be nothing in particular. All right, so these gnolls have damage resistance. What I'm going to do is hit this one and zap it. That one's going to be exerted next turn. Oh, I don't want this to be single use. Okay. Yeah, we're going to hit it, and I'll zap it next. I'm being a moron. If I'm planning to zap this next turn, I might as well kill it this turn because it's the one doing more damage. And if the fact that it's exerted doesn't matter, it should just die. So we're going to do that. And then we're going to do that, and then I will shoot this so that it's ready to be zapped next time. Okay, fine. God, should I try to kill the sarcophagus? It's summoning 2 spiders. They're not a big deal. They're just 4 HP. No, I'm not going to hemlock it. We're just going to let it flee after turn 3. I have killed this before. It's possible. I just don't want to dick around. Maybe if it had been doing damage instead of summoning spiders, I would have been more inclined. But as it is, see, this kills one of the spiders. This is mana. If I have a decent amount of mana, one of the charge sides wouldn't be the worst thing. So we'll roll. Oh, dear. Well. We got the good stuff. So we got 2 damage, 2 mana. That means after I hit you... Hold on, that's not the right one. I should be hitting the one that does more damage. You're going to have a mana gain side here, which I guess we'll target there. We can kill you here. We can zap this. Everyone lives. That's what I want to see. Now I will cleanse away the poison. Do that. And, you know, fine. Let's hemlock away your single things. And I don't think it's possible for me to do that much damage, but whatever. We'll see what happens. Okay, that's actually pretty good for me. This will kill the spider. That's damage. Okay, well, let's see what happens. Sure. So, we are going to whack you. We're going to... Oh, that's also charged now. Okay, fine, we'll whack you. Oh man, are we getting there? Are we getting there? We're getting there! Oh my god, we actually got there. Well, that was exciting. I wasn't expecting that, but that charge just kind of went off. Replace the top side with 2 damage ranged engage. Okay, top side. I would have preferred left side, or around the right sides, but okay, we'll think about it. Top side. It's a strict improvement over this, but I don't have any item slots. Oh yeah, that's a strict improvement right here. So it's 2 damage ranged engage instead of just 2 plain damage, so that's good. And alright, we'll leave it at that. Fairy Pact. Replace the rightmost side with +4 mana, -4 max HP. That's tempting, because it would give me something there. Remove all keywords from the left side. What the hell? Would that get rid of sticky? Interesting. That could let me get rid of sticky from the left side if I'm willing to use an item slot. Right now, I actually don't mind any of my sticky sides. I could roll for a tier 5 item, but you know what? Let's be dumb. Let's just get this. Whoop. So now my Sparky's a little fragile, but maybe I should do it on the Cleric because the Cleric has more HP to start with. Yeah, let's try it like that. And then, yeah, now we have an extra way of getting some mana. Okay, this is a pretty scary one. The Grave is going to be summoning Bones, Fanatics hit super hard, and Militia. I'm not sure it's going to be easy for me to get a bunch of shield. But, let's see. Should I try to be rolling for this mana side? I don't think so. 4 mana. Well, we gotta use it if we got it. And this is 1 damage, 1 mana gain, so we're getting a ton of mana here. All right, well, let's see what we got going on. We're definitely not shielding our way up. Well, or are we? Maybe we could. We could go crazy with Burst, right? Because this is 4 shields, basically. And then this is up to 6. So I could put 6 shields on the Cleric. That does kill this Militia. Now, the Ninja's getting whomped by the Fanatic. And the question is then, how would I protect the Ninja? The answer is, I don't think I really would. I would need to use my bursts, I think, on the Ninja. What is this? Shield 1, Cleanse, Cleave. Well, I could do that. Could do 2 bursts in that and then the 3rd burst on the Ninja. Okay, so that kills the Militia. Now this, where's this going? I mean, could I kill this? Oh, no, I don't think I can do 13 damage. It's just that this would let me have it suicide. Okay, let's start the process, shall we? So we do this. We do this. Actually, that doesn't make sense. I guess it would make more sense to do maybe this. Then we can gain another mana and get this Grave to be zappable. Now I need to do this. So that this... here's the problem. The Ninja needs another burst, and I'm a mana short because I zapped the Grave. So, unfortunately, what this means is that I cannot zap the Grave. I'm gonna have to deal with the Bones coming out. So we're gonna light... And then I need 3 bursts. 1 to make that Militia run, and then 1 for the Ninja to not die. I could just shoot the Grave down, actually. Okay. So what we're gonna do is back all the way up. We're gonna do 4 damage to this Fanatic, so it's almost dead. Then we'll make it actually dead. We'll gain mana gain. We'll get that 1 crucial mana from the Grave. We'll do the bursting thing. Okay. And now, we just have a damage to spare, or 2 damage. Let me go on this Militia. The reason is that next turn, if I get mana, I want to zap the Grave. I'd actually rather it be on 2 HP than at 1. Although if it was at 1 HP, then if I kill the Bones, then the Grave would die. So maybe I should have just let it go down to 1 HP. Okay, well, mana's an easy choice. So I can zap this thing. That lets me kill the Bones. This is actually a problem here. Let me see if I can deal with this. So maybe I don't kill the Bones. Maybe we kill the Militia. There we go. And then we can zap the Grave. And... okay, that was lazy. That was really lazy. Because I made that single use for no reason. But this Bones is just dead, right? I mean, it's just, yeah. Okay, well, I have to now upgrade away my Gardener, which is sad. Because I'm going to miss out on all this hilarity. I mean, I could still do it with the Disciple or the Medic. Just say, screw you having sides. I'm just gonna have a red hero with 5 sides that do 2 damage. Now, the Medic gives me this, which is interesting. It's a decent healing spell. If someone's at like 1 HP, this is basically a heal 3 for 1 mana. And this is, ooh, well, we do have a whole lot of blank sides in this game. Okay, we'll take the Disciple. Now, am I gonna do it? It seems idiotic, right? I mean, surely this isn't smart. Surely, no, I'm not gonna do it. There's no way I'm gonna do it. I'm a moron if I do it. We're doing it! It's happening. I could actually put on this Rusty Plate and just take away 1 mana for 3 extra HP. Let's do that. I think 1 mana surely is worth having 3 more HP. Okay, so the Spiker's a little scary. Luckily, we have a ranged damage dealer here. All right, so do I want to? I don't need the Cleanse. It's a little bit, yeah, it's a little weak. if I could get some mana, I could do a light to save these. Unfortunately, oh, this is oh my god, this is like a nightmare situation right here. Because basically, my cleric's dying because of all that HP I lost from the Fairy Pact, and I don't have a single mana with which to do this glow that would have saved the cleric. The Spiker's just doing a bunch of damage to the Dabbler. Oh, no, it's the Dabbler who's dying, not the cleric. Okay. Or sorry, the soldier who's dying. Oopsie. Well, not much I can do. It rolled bad and played bad. So soldier dies round 1. That's a little scary. We can kill the bones, and it's just a matter of whether we can finish off the Spiker without suiciding. So we got our Fairy Pact here. That's terrific. This is actually 4 damage, so that's got to be a keep. And then this is nothing, but I'll just keep it because it's... No, you know what? Hold on. Ninja's got nothing useful is the thing. I think I'm going to try to actually roll a blank for that ninja. Okay, got the same thing. All right, well, here's what we can do. We can one-shot the bones. So that means that you need to... Oh, no, hold on. So if I do this, this gains the charge keyword and has 4 damage. But then I will take 2 damage hitting the Spiker. Or I can have it do 2 damage and be ranged. Then I can hit the Spiker for 2 less damage and not get hit back. Let's do it that way. So we do that. We do that. It's ranged, so you don't die. And now I gotta save you. And I guess I could save you by doing a light. Like that. Although that's wasting... No, it's not wasting it. These are, in fact, getting hit. So it's not a waste to have the shield cleave. All right, Sparky's actually surviving this hit, which is incredible. So that means we have a bit of a free pass here. You can do range damage. These copy keywords things have actually been quite handy. All right, now you're gonna die if you hit the Spiker, so I am gonna invest in a burst just to let you do 2 damage. Although I could have, I guess, just hit it with a burst. No, that doesn't make sense. If I hit it with a burst, I'm not getting the 2 mana from this. Right. Okay, so then we can do this to make this ranged. And then we burst zap it. God, I love zap. Oh, I love it so much. All right, what are you? Add cantrip to all pipless sides. Oh, that's really interesting. So that would be nothing. But like if you have like the Pilgrim or somebody with like the prevent someone from dying or give someone a shield in whatever side. At the moment, I don't have that though, so it'd be a little bit gambly. Focus to all heal and self-heal sides. So ×2 versus the target of the previous dice. Let's just take a random item. When an enemy dies, +1 pip to all sides this turn. Well, who would benefit from that the most? You, but you're out of items. I suppose we'll try the ninja. Maybe, actually, in this particular fight, let's try the soldier so that we have these that I could, like, kill something, maybe. And this would be 4 damage, and then I could one-shot a zombie. Like, I could try killing a bones, and then hitting a zombie and killing it. Okay, kind of missed with that. But all right, let's keep your damage. Ugh. All right, well, I'd rather have that than a blank, I guess. All right, we got Sparky having problems when I don't generate mana. This is a big old nothing. Now, here, we can just get to one-shot a zombie because this is going to do 4 damage. I think we're going to get rid of this hit so that my disciple's not dying. This would actually do 2 damage right now, so I guess we'll do that. We'll do that and kill a bones, and then you can protect yourself. It's a bit sad the healing was wasted, but I mean, I had to do that so that the cleric wouldn't die. All right, so now we're looking for a way to kill the zombie. It's a little tricky, but I think I'll try it. So the idea here is that I hit the Slimer for 2 damage, and then I kill the slime that pops out of it, and that gives the soldier +1 pip, and then the 4 damage attack kills the zombie. Let's see if this actually works. Slimelet pops out. I zippity zap it. This goes to 4. Oh my god, I'm a friggin' genius! Woo! Oh, the soldier died. I totally forgot about that. I just was not, I was so excited, I just stopped paying attention to this game. So that was probably a preventable error. Hey, we got the veteran. I am tempted. However, I am also tempted by the Weaver because I really hate that this thing has two sides that are charged, and I don't generally generate mana. Of course, I'm sad about losing Zap, because I do love Zap. But this is pretty good, too. And we generate more mana this way. Rusty plate up for grabs, ladies! I don't think I'm going to put that on anybody. I don't think I want that, because I don't want to get rid of this. Or this. Or this. Yep. Okay. This is tempting, but I don't know if I want to really do that. Cleanse. I still unfortunately haven't gotten an item that's like add shield to blank sides or add healing to blank sides. That would have been good. All right, the Baron here is summoning 2 bones, which kind of sucks. And these ghosts are really packing a punch. It's going to be actually kind of difficult because they've got this immunity thing, and I don't have a way of doing, you know, 6 damage in one shot. So, luckily, we did get a whole bunch of mana. Is this 9? 9? Oh, Lord. Oh, Lord. I mean, I could try to get blanks and turn glow into a bunch of shields. Is this... Well, the Dabble doesn't have any blanks. I could try to roll this. Heal 2 Ws for 4. God, am I really going to embark on the campaign to try to save the soldier? Well, clearly I'll keep the mana. This is sticky, and that's sticky. So really, we're just... Okay, really all I can do is roll this and try to get the heal side, which I'll try. Okay, it didn't happen. That's fine. So what I'm going to do here is collect all this mana, and I guess the question is whether I trigger the immunity on these ghosts or whether I have to punch the Baron a bunch of times to get mana from these HPs so that I can have enough bursts to save the soldier. So I'm not going to calculate it. We'll just use that double attack to trigger both immunities. And then we'll punch the Baron. And let's just see what we can do. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, I even got this light. We're just not quite there. It's just dying. All right, so that means that we need a little bit more mana from the Baron. It's... let's try this. Is this gonna be enough? 1, 2... Oh, it's not looking like it's gonna be enough. I still need 2 more mana. Ah, it's awkward. I was really hoping that there was a way. Or no, it's 1 more mana. Okay, well, that's fine. So we can at least trigger that immunity. The soldier barely survives, which wouldn't have been as big of an issue if the soldier hadn't died last combat, by the way. Oh, and now the Baron's attacking. Soldier's just getting whomped again. All right, let's try not to despair here. So if we get mana from the Weaver or the Cleric and can pull off a crush, that would be nice. We got blanks. All right, well, you know, sometimes you get the game and sometimes the game gets you. So I can't crush, unfortunately. I could glow. Let's try that. Oh man, we are just... Oh, all right, we're saving the soldier. Now, however, the Cleric and Disciple are dying and this light is not really enough. But okay, we're trying to save gray, trying to save red. That would be these 2 bones. These 2 bones are the cause of my problems. And we are 1 damage away from killing that bones and saving this Disciple. Okay, let me take a look at the situation at the beginning. There's possibly other things we could try to do. So if we hit the bones like this and like this. If I burst the bones, it doesn't really help at all, does it? Okay. So I think probably the way that I did it at the beginning is the best thing that we can hope for, which is to use 1 mana for a heal 2, shield 2, which essentially saves 4 HP. And then we save the soldier with the medic. And then we can still save 1 of these. So who's more valuable, the Cleric or the Disciple? Disciple has the damage, and then the Cleric has... what? Mana gain? And a bunch of protection? All right, we're going to save... Actually, the Cleric has less HP. I'm going to save the Disciple because the Disciple... No, they're both... Whoever lives is going to have very low HP. So I'm going to save the Cleric because the Cleric has more healing. I'd rather have that than the damage, I think. And also the mana so I can crush this ghost. I can actually kill this ghost. Hold on. If I kill the ghost, all I'm really doing is saving a bunch of HP off the soldier. Okay. So yeah, we're going to save the Cleric. That means we're going to hit this bone here. And just bemoan the fact that I'm 1 damage off 1 mana off. 1 mana and 1 damage off from saving this disciple. Now, if I didn't glow to save this soldier, I would have an extra mana and I could burst this bones. But I think I want the soldier. The soldier's got some good stuff. Okay, so we're gonna light here just to not have the effect of the inflict exert, because that would be bad. I don't want to be exerted. And there goes the disciple. So we're in a bit of a scary spot here, but if I could get some mana and crush this ghost, that'd be great. I mean, that's best you can do. We got a lot of mana this time. All right, tragically, this ghost never got hit. Oh, maybe since I wasn't killing this bones, I shouldn't have dealt that. Oh my god, I messed up. I maybe made a run-ending mistake here. I should have, instead of damaging the bones from 3 to 1, pulled off this ghost's immunity. Then right now I'd have 3 and I could crush and kill both ghosts. As it is, this one still lives. So I've got this coming at my Weaver, meaning that my Weaver is gonna die, I think? Well, let's see. If we kill the bones, that saves the Weaver. Very well. Ah, yes, and you get +1 pip when an enemy dies. Terrific. Well, let's do that, which does give a bunch of mana at least, and more bones are being summoned. Do we do like a burst chain here? Sure. You can do a lot of bursts. Can I get it all the way to the end? 1 mana off, 1 damage off. The classic. All right, well, there's no point doing that. I mean, there is to some extent, I suppose, so that I don't have mana burn or mana loss to the limit. Is it possible that I could kill everything this turn? I really would like to so that my Weaver doesn't die. Well, that's fixed. This kills the bones. This does 2 damage to the other bone. All right, we'll fish for mana with the Cleric. It's a little risky, but... okay. Well, all right, let's do what we can. So we're going to do that. And then... Oh, I see, interesting. I don't actually get the engage off of this because the splash damage from the bones. Interesting. All right, well, what are you gonna do? Actually, hold on. There's a world here where I crush. And then... Okay, I know I did this backwards, but... Oh, that was mana gain, not damage. Okay, that was just clearly over. Left side is the shield 1 repel rampage rescue. It's a weird one and it's sticky, but if you have a sticky left side that you think is worse than this, you can take it. Plus right and +1 pip to the middle side. Right as you use up all the unused heroes. There's some world here. I mean, yes, I could have this gain more mana if another hero rolls a blank. Like, right is a pretty cool ability because we are rolling more blanks than usual with this curse, and then we can convert those heroes into +1 if that other hero rolls it on the middle side. Fine. I mean, I could just try to roll a better item, but we'll try it. Okay, so we'll go for mana gain. So this is a interesting fight. The thorns on the top and bottom are a problem because they are immune to abilities, so I can't crush. But if I can get them out of the way with my range damage disciple, for example, then the crush becomes very effective. All right, Ninja rolled a bunch of blanks. Thanks, Ninja, really appreciate it. So we're going to shoot you. Hold on, this one is doing 2 petrify, this is doing only 1, so I guess we'll do the one that's doing 2. And now with 4 damage, you actually one-shot a Knoll, so why don't you save yourself there, partner? Great. Crush is awkward because it just kills the sniper, but that does save the cleric, so even though the thorn is immune, I'm fine with it. And this is fine. Okay, that is so much better than the last fight, and that's really good because it lets me catch up after having heroes die. Okay, I am speaking a little bit before my eggs hatch, but this guaranteed is so good in a fight versus thorns. All right, what the hell? Oh, right, it's not really this much, it's just it would let me use my unused heroes. Okay, so what happens is you die, we get a ton of mana, and we crush. That was the fun way to do it. All right, what do we got going on here? I don't want to lose my disciple. This is actually pretty good. Deplete means it costs 1 more each time you cast it, but that can be a good way to save allies from dying. And we got a heal all. The problem is this is a really terrible sticky side, right? Like, it's a good thing to have if you're in a pinch, but it sucks as a sticky side. This is a much better sticky side. It's just 3 damage. This thing I'm not a huge fan of, but I'm going to take the cat. I could just try to roll a random, but this is, well, actually, this isn't even that sexy. It's just 3 damage for 3 damage focus, 3 damage for a 1 damage cleave. Although I don't have any other cleave, so the chain's never going to trigger. And I guess we're replacing some damage with a bunch of shields. Fine, we'll do it. I could always put that bow back on if I really want to keep that over the shield. And do I want this on this hero? You're more likely to kill something for someone else to get +1. Like, this is a good combo. This becomes a 3 double use. Okay, we'll try that. Cleanse to the rightmost side, the cantrip. This actually is interesting because I don't really care about the 1 damage cleave, so I could just replace that with a reroll. Sure. Middle side. Bias, the mana costing heal 2 region cleanse. I mean, that's so good. It costs 2 mana, but that is very strong. All right, we'll try it on the ninja. Oh yes, that hilarious side. Okay. This could be just throwing the game away. We'll see. Okay, only the captain is immediately dying. That's sort of good, I guess. So keep our damage. Cleanse, I think, makes sense to stop the ninja from getting poisoned. That's good. Captain, I guess you can save yourself. And we got something. Okay. Now, are you the one getting a +1? Yes, when an enemy dies. So if I could kill, like, say, one of these snakes, this becomes 6 damage, essentially. The question is, how do I kill a snake with the other dice? And the answer is with Crush. Okay, fine. We're getting somewhere here. So we shoot you. Hang on. This is an adjacent monster is overkilled by 2 or more. So as cool as it would be to get this combo, I think we actually do this so that the Crush overkills the snake by 2 or more and the bandit flees. That seems good. And now this does 3, which, okay, is good enough to kill the other snake. Ah, so I actually don't need this at all. I mean, I'll keep it because it just saves 2 HP, but I didn't end up needing the cleanse aspect of it because we just actually got to kill both snakes. Okay, no one's dying. So we want to try to focus down one of these bandits to overkill it by 2 or more. So the other one just flees. Got that fairy magic right there. Okay. So we do, I think the order is like this and that. No, that's dumb. I was trying to make sure that this got focus, but I don't think I need to. Because we can just make it so that this 6 damage thing overkills the bandit and the other one flees. All right, everyone's back to full health, thank goodness. +1 pip to all shield, self-shield sides. There are such really good synergies with that, and I don't have them, unfortunately. I could make this a heal 3 cleanse, and this is a heal 3, shield 3. I guess that's actually worth it. It's not the craziest synergy there is with that, but it's something. Start poisoned, all monsters start poisoned. Oh man, that is really good too. So who would I put that on? I mean, I guess the Weaver, because the Weaver has 10 HP. Of course, there's this problem that the Weaver is then bleeding HP, but, you know, we can try to cleanse it. We have a 1 mana spell that cleanses it. I think you got to take this. This is a bit too good not to take. All right, so strategy here, if possible, I want to kill the Hydra by hitting it 5 times and then focus on the Cyclops. So this is mana gain. I guess I got to take that so this actually does something. So this is 1, 2, 3 hits, basically. And this is a 4th hit, so if the captain could roll damage, we are there. Ah, shield. Okay, I'm gonna go for it, and it's still a shield. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4. I unfortunately did not hit the Hydra with a cantrip, so. Now there is this formation. I could use both of my damage dice on this shield to do this. That doesn't seem good, so we're going to do this. Yep, 1, 2, 2 bursts. 3, 4. Oh, this has charged from this mana die. That's pretty cool. All right, well, since I'm not killing the Hydra, we'll go ahead and stun the Cyclops. And now this is kind of a dumb thing, but we're gonna light to stop the, what is this? This is weaken. Yeah, let's. It doesn't actually fully stop it. It just stops one of the two, but that's good enough for me. All right, Ninja and Cleric are dying. So here, we'll keep the mana. You're weakened. You're not gonna get anything that great anyways. We'll keep a mana for you. And I could still kill the Hydra. This could get the focus ability. So you're just doing 5 damage, you're doing 3. Yeah, so I wanna try to kill you. So that means we collect our mana. We go 1, 2, oh, it has focus, but it has no pips, so I can't use it. Well, can I get there? 3, 4, 5? And then can I save you? Wait, why do you suddenly have a thing now? Hold on. I'm so confused. Why does killing the Hydra make this have a pip? Oh, right, because when an enemy dies, you get +1 to your pips. That's why. Okay. So, let's try a different tack. What if we were to kill the Cyclops? Yes, this is fine. It's not sexy, but it's fine. We can just use our mana to save the Cleric. And then now again, try to hit the Hydra 5 times, which is harder because I have no mana going into the turn. But we'll see what we can do. This is 1, 2, 3, we got our double side. This unfortunately does nothing because it is, and then that was a healing. Okay, well, it sucks, but at least the Cleric can save himself, herself, themself. And now we'll try again. We might end up having to kill this thing fairly. Okay, we have just, you know what? F it, let's just do this. Right! And then we burst a bazillion times. That was a fun way to finish it. Okay, we got Shaman, which is all right, but there's no cleanse, there's no revival. This is a cleanse with mana cost. I could keep the fairy magic to have the 4 mana side. I think we'll go for the Fencer though. It's sort of like the Ninja, but more of these double sides, and then this, which does 6 damage when the Ninja's at full HP. I don't think I want to replace a double damage dealing side with this weird thing. But this is good, because this is interactive. It makes these do 3 twice, this 2 to everybody, and this would now do 8 damage if the Ninja's at full HP. Really annoyed I never got a combo with this. That would have been very good. But as it is, I suppose we could get rid of this in exchange for having 3 HP. How good is 1 damage to everybody? I mean, it would hit the Archer, but I already have Crush for that. Yeah, let's give the Ninja 3 HP. Sorry, the Fencer now. It's not the Ninja anymore. Okay, so our main priority is to find a Crush so we can kill the Archer, which we did. Cleanse away for the poison. Terrific. This actually also kills the Archer. And this is good against the Slate. Okay, so we'll just keep everything here. And maybe I don't need a Crush. I mean, I can just shoot the Archer. And we can do a Light to cleanse most of the poison. Let's cleanse the rest of the poison on you. And the question is, do I go for the Troll King or the Slate? Slate is just, it kind of wastes all the damage and the extra keyword. Let's see. If I were to go after the Troll King, it would look like this. Now I'd need to do 10 damage to it next time to kill it. Okay, let's say 8, because I have a burst built in. Okay, I'm gonna go for it. The Fencer didn't get attacked, so the Fencer rolls that pristine side. It is actually a whopping amount of damage. So I'm hoping I get that, or there we go, got it. Okay, so now we got our focus side again, which is essentially 6 damage. Okay, I think we're good to go here, because we can do warp, and I don't even need to use my focus side. We can, oh, well, if I burst and shoot it with the crossbow, then this is just 3 damage. So yes, even though that's inefficient, we're just gonna do this. Cleric can save himself, herself, themself, and I could glow to make that useful, but I don't need to. Everybody lives in the slate. Okay, I was going to say the slate was going to be very easy to kill. Qatar, what are you? Add trio to all damage sides if this has the same pips as the 2 previous dice. There is a bit of built-in synergy because if you use a single die that has 2 pips and then 1 use of this, then this counts as a die for itself and then it would do triple damage. That's actually pretty good. What are you? After an ability is used, 1 damage. Oh, I do like this so much, though. Oh, the right play is this, but I love this so much. I'm going to take it. It's bad, and I know it's bad, but we're taking it because I just love that way too much. And so that means that the sniper is going to be very easy to kill as long as I get some mana. Of course, as long as I get some mana is a bit of an operative keyword. We rolled our sticky healing side, so we're not getting the 2 damage. No. All right, we're going to take this to save the cleric. Oh, that's heartbreaking. Okay, we got some mana at least. So let's see here. We can... I mean, I could just crush the sniper. All right, we're going to do this because this HP has to be taken out by a weapon. So then we go horp. And then we save you. We can heal. And there. The damage, by the way, was from the Banshee, because the Banshee does damage every time an ability is used. And I'm going to try to work on this demon. Even though the Banshee has this nasty ability, it's only after the first ability. It's not more than once. And the demon is just easier to kill. All right, we got this, which I might not be able to use, but worst case, it's still just, you know, whatever. 3 mana or something, so it's completely fine. Okay, and we got an extra one from the fencer. So we saved the captain. Oh, right. You're... What the... Oh, because it has pain. Oh, okay. So we need a cleanse. And then we can... Well, I guess then the captain doesn't necessarily need it, but we'll keep it because the captain's the one getting poisoned. We can do this. I definitely need to kill you. Oh, this is awkward. If I generate the mana, then... this hero gets used up, and then I can't kill the demon because the demon, the last thing has to be killed by a card. Okay, so let's take a quick look back to see if there's a way I can order this differently. First, if I burst... then the cleric... Oh my god, this is hilarious. Okay, I think I might still be able to do it. The cleric basically has to do it to themselves. Or no, maybe the captain can do this so that you can do that and take the pain on your shields. There. All right. Now we can finish the demon off, and now we can get the mana. And, I mean, I have to spend some of it. Okay, that was a little goofy. Now I have to be careful here. If I use an ability, the cleric dies. Okay, I think we're fine now that we rolled that. We can just... kill it with our bows. Oh dear, oh dear. All right, well, we got some good stuff here. I do like the surgeon. It's giving us a revive. And these healing sides are all very nice, and we still have some mana being gained. It's all great. The Valkyrie is a tough one because I lose these 2 mana sides, and I have been enjoying those very much. But this is very good. These are really strong sides because we're getting to the point in the game where people are likely to, you know, be dying a whole lot. And then this being sticky is not the end of the world. This also being sticky is not the end of the world. This is honestly just a difficult choice. I have been enjoying this very much. The time may have come to say goodbye to that combo. It has to be on the red hero because this can only work on red heroes. I mean, I could just take the surgeon, enjoy 2 extra HP, and keep the combo. The difference is that the left side, instead of being heal twice, this is heal 2, mana gain 2, and I get some extra mana. And then I can always bring these back if I want to. I think I'm going to take it. I just don't want to lose the mana from the cleric. That's my main problem. Is this a good fight in which to do this? I think so, because the Caw hides in the back and the Spiker is spiky. So I think just having that ability to shoot it without getting hurt is useful. And I guess that means that's it. So we're moving on to the fight. Well, I have to consider this fairy thing. Do I want that to be on someone else? Like I could swap, put the wine on the cleric and the fairy thing on the weaver. But not in this fight because the chomp hurts the weaver. It's got this thing. It's a very, very annoying enemy. Yeah, we'll keep things the way they are. One problem with wine is it does make this bow a lot worse. I should maybe take that off because the engage doesn't work except after the first turn. Okay, so we'll keep all of our mana. Yes, that is a really useful reroll. And we got a shield. Okay, we'll do this because I'm trying to save the cleric. Let's see here what's the situation. So that's an easy one. This is an easy one. I'm never going to heal anybody with it in the first round. So the question is, who am I hitting for 6 damage? And the answer is, I guess, the Caw. And the reason for that is now I could crush to finish it off and then save the cleric. Terrific. And we still get 4 mana. Great. All right. Well, that was lovely. So now what are we doing? We have to be a little careful with this chomp, but I do believe I can actually crush here, because that's first going to the top, and then I suppose I will cleanse away the Weaver's starting poison from the wine. Now, these 5 HP are doing 5 damage to the Weaver, so I'm going to be looking for a shield, especially because the Weaver's also getting hit. There we go, that's pretty good. 2 damage is fine. Actually, hold on, should I try to get a shield? Well, I only have 1 of them. Okay. Okay, begging your pardon, I just had a pause, and I'm back a day later. So what I'm actually wondering about is whether I can use this formation to kill off the Spiker and save the Weaver. Let's see if we can get something on the fencer here. We did. Okay, so let's just start. Oh, hang on. The problem is if I do formation, I have to use up these shield pips. So that means I'm not actually getting the value of the shield. Okay, let's just keep it simple. Let's save the Weaver, get 1 crucial mana that lets me save the Cleric, and now see where we're at. Actually, I don't think I need to do that, right? Because we're killing the Spiker here. You know what? I'll try this. I'll double up on the Spiker. That way I don't have to use this mana. And then for Chompy, can we just do this? Oh, we could just do it because of that doubling, tripling ability. All right. I'm almost certainly not going to take this chest. Oh, sorry, my mic was in the wrong place. Random? Yeah, absolutely not. So it's just a tier 4 item, and you have to equip a cursed item? No thanks. Okay, 9 tier items. Cantrip to the 2 right sides. Well, you know, it's a little tough because my 2 right sides are blank. I do have an interesting thing going on here. This can actually be on any character. So I could actually put a cantrip on this fairy thing so that every time I roll this, I get 4 mana cantrip. That's good, don't get me wrong, but that is a little limited for a tier 9 item. So what do we have here? Fumble. Oh god, I hate this. So there's a 50% chance that the side is just going to be blank, but if it's not blank, it's +3. Oh my lord. I mean, this is something I could take off. No, I'm not gonna do that. Screw. Oh, but it's tier 5. No, I got screwed. Ugh. Instead of just getting a random tier 9 or a random tier 8 or 10, it's 2 random 5s. That's just not good enough. Oh, crap. Well, I'm not taking this. We're gonna take this, and it's extremely limited. It's just adding cantrip to this 4 mana. Well, you know, if I ever do roll it, that's 4 extra mana, but that's kind of marginal for a tier 9 item. This is actually kind of rare. I have like all my item slots used. I guess I could take this off, and then we gotta have this on. I think that's just too good not to take. Okay, yeah, I can't do anything else. I mean, I could have put this on someone, but I feel as though, oh, what the hell is this? Why is that a thing? Oh, I'm getting rid of the cleave to get a reroll? Is that really smart? I'd rather, if I'm gonna get rid of it, I'd rather get 3 extra HP. Okay. And I don't know about this. This might actually be bad right here. This right here, I don't think that's actually good. I think I actually want the shield. So the captain's a little limited. It's just either shielding me a bunch or doing some damage or nothing. It does mean that we have an extra item we can put on. This would no, I don't want to pay mana. That does nothing, and that's not good. Okay, so suddenly we have an actual item to spare. So that means I could, for example, do this. Basically, all I ended up doing was just switching who was wearing the armor and who was wearing the cantrip. Do I want a 1 damage to everyone die? I mean, I think in this fight I do. I should really keep an eye on this because sometimes I'm going to want this and sometimes I'm not. But I think this is fine. Let's get this back. Oh, okay, so I gotta think now, do I want this or do I maybe actually want a chance to roll that? In this fight, being able to do 4 damage is actually pretty good. Okay, so for this fight, I am gonna keep this and I am going to add that. And I hope I do not regret all my life choices. Yeah, the items have not been great this run. I have, however, been playing with, I think, like, one of the best, if not the best, tier 4 curses, so hopefully I can win regardless, but it's been a little dicey. Okay, so do I keep this, actually? I mean, I rolled the cantrip. I should keep it, too, right? Yeah, and then we'll keep the mana here. You're still doing your thing. Okay, and now this. This is actually pretty effective because it lets me kill the sniper without the sniper getting off a shot, and that's actually very relevant because it lets me save the captain. So I think I am going to keep that too. Okay, so now, let's see. We go in which direction? Down or up? Let's go up, and I can now shoot the sniper to death. And with the wisps on the edges, we can actually do a lot of crushing because this HP when lost gives a mana. So we can go crush. And what the hell? Why are you doing so much damage? Oh, when an enemy dies, +1 pip to all sides this turn. Oh, interesting. Okay. Well, let's crush again. Crush again. Keep crushing. Never stop. Well, now I might actually stop crushing because this thing's already dead. You have a lot of, because it's double. Oh, that's actually really good. It's doubled. It's doubled because I'm at full HP and +1 pip for each enemy that died. Oh man, this was a hell of a turn. We can now just one-shot you, and yeah, that fanatic died. Oh my god, that was like the easiest fight. I mean, I don't know if it was the easiest fight of the whole run, but that was one of the easiest fights of this entire run. And we got the cantrip mana again. Okay, it's over. Because no one's dying. And I didn't even need the mana. Wowzers. Okay. Well, so we are up against the dragon, an archer, and a claw. Dragon is typically my favorite boss. Off camera, I did actually lose my last run that made it to the dragon. So, you know, it's no slouch. You know, 15 damage is a thing. 5 damage to everyone's pretty severe. 3 damage poison cleave is severe. You know, these are hard-hitting attacks, but compared to some of the other bosses, it's just, you know, a lot of damage. It's not like wacky, crazy stuff that just ruins your day. All right, so we got the cleric being replaced. Now, I like this mana a lot, and I'm going to be sad to lose it with either of these because both of these guys are losing that mana. Now, we do have this, but this is weak because it's a cantrip. However, it's sticky, so once it rolls once, you can't re-roll it. Stoic has the stun, which is a little weird as a sticky thing because I'm not going to be able to use it. If I keep the fairy, my Stoic's going to have 11 HP, which, okay, is enough to stun the caw, I guess. And then later on, maybe I could stun the dragon, though by the time the dragon gets down low, the dragon's start with 40 HP, you know, I will have probably been damaged as well by, you know, the chomping, because this is, the Stoic will get targeted by this. I think I'm going to skip. What are you? Oh, yeah, this thing. I'm going to skip it. I feel like I like the cleric. I like having a cleanse because of the poison from the dragon. I miss a cleanse. I could, of course, do something random, and if I knew the game better, I'd know what I was probably going to get from doing that. But as it is, we're just going to skip this. I'm fine with the cleric. I don't want to screw around too much. Now, let's take a quick look at our item situation. So for this fight, I don't think I want that because the archer's going to die to this thing. I don't need to shoot the archer. I'm going to want shields for these fireballs and whatnot. This is also extremely underwhelming because this is, again, what it would do is it would help me kill the archer, but I don't need help killing the archer because the archer's automatically dying to that item. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put on some armor. Now the question is who needs the armor and who's going to take this square wheel because this is extremely middling. So we're going to, I guess, that's not the correct item. I guess it doesn't matter that much, but the fencer is someone who's a bit more important with the damage. I guess maybe we'll put it on the fencer and we'll put this on the captain, and I will look at all my items again and confirm that indeed there's nothing I want here. Maybe this that would help cleanse away poison. And the regen would be really effective as well. Well, that would mean I'm replacing the bottom side of something and also replacing an item. Yeah, I don't think it's happening. So we're just gonna continue and hope I don't die to the dragon. Every single time I've had to run, I'm like, oh, I'm gonna get killed by this boss. And then in this fight, I'm like, you know, I think I can actually kill this boss, which means I'm just gonna get wrecked and die. All right, so the cleric's an interesting case here because if I keep this, it will let me save some health on the Weaver and get rid of that poison from the wine. But if I keep rolling, I have a chance of getting this 4-mana cantrip. Captain, I think, will just keep it to save the Fencer. Oh, that's a tough one, man. I'll roll it one time. I mean, I only have one blank side, so let's just roll it one time, see what happens. We got that side again. Well, I'm not going to attempt any fate any longer. All right, we got the pristine side on the one turn that we actually could get it. So now let's see what's going on. We're going to get our mana, get more mana. And I could crush the archer, but I don't need to because the archer is just taking a damage every time I use an ability. Do I want to use this? I can only use this one time. And the thing is that I'm going to want it to tamp down on this poison later. Using it now just to get rid of the wine seems premature, especially because I have the cleric for the cleanse. Right, okay. So I do need to use 2 abilities here in order to kill off the archer. So I'm thinking, let's actually just, this is kind of weird. What are you? You're reviving? Yeah, let's just protect some random HP on some characters. That kills the archer, so the archer doesn't take a shot. What was the archer shooting at? You're shooting at the surgeon. Okay, so maybe the surgeon is not who I want to be protecting. Yeah, this is good. And now we can just kill off the Caw. Now there is a case to be made that instead of, I could just let it do this damage and get 8 damage on the dragon. But I think I just want to face the dragon solo. Like, let's just focus on the dragon. Hopefully a party with just 1 damaged character can take out this dragon. Okay, so the cleric is getting whomped. This is, I mean, it's a keeper. Then that, well, we'll roll that. I can't get a blank, and I think I would prefer the mana and the healing. So since it's risk-free, I'll just roll. We got mana here. I think this is important just for protection's sake, even though the cleanse is wasted. And we got the big shield. Okay, so we'll have the cleric save herself. Now you can do with this, wait a minute. Oh, this does not have any random keywords on it. I don't know why I thought it did. There we go, there, and there. Now I do need to spend a mana, so it's a bit of a tricky question. Do I burst for 2 damage or burst to save some HP? Let's burst to save HP on this cleric here, because the cleric is a little more flexible. All right, Fireball's a little scary now that it's literally killing everyone. This is where I wish I had weaken effects. Now that's good, that will save somebody. That's good, because the Fencer, I need to keep that since it's just a blank. Notice how useful it is, by the way, that the Fencer has 3 extra HP. If it wasn't for that, I would have already been dead, which means would have had to make some weird moves to protect the Fencer. I'm going to try to roll for the healing and the mana, of course, because that would be good to have. Didn't quite get it. All right, well, let's see what we can do. So we do get 2 mana from this. We can hit the dragon for 6 damage. And now we got to try to save some people. So that saves that. This saves that. And man, it feels bad to use my 1-use thingy when there's poison dice on this dragon, but it does save 2 people. There's something I actually need to take a look at. Bear with me. I am wondering, okay, if I do this, is this the time to use formation? Interesting. It does 2 damage and it does save everybody. What did I gave up 6 damage to do that. I dealt 2, I could have done 6. So it is giving up 4 damage. Yeah, I wish I could just use one of these damage dice instead of both of them. Like, this isn't gonna work, right? Yeah, because even though this is double use for 4 damage, it counts the pips, not the damage. Okay, I think I want to get the damage on because I can save everybody without doing that. So let's just do this correctly. So we're going to do this, that, and this. Everyone is more damaged this way, but then so is the dragon. I'm hoping I can just get away with it. Okay, I'm actually happy to see this. I was really hoping for this because this is just a single target attack, and I'm fine with letting that person die. We've got this to bring him back at least a little bit. So the shield is wasted here. I do want mana and healing to beef up some people a bit if possible. This is a tough one. Do I roll this again? I have 2 rerolls. It's not likely that I get the blank twice, but I do have... Well, the cleanse side kind of sucks. The healing side and shield, the shield is wasted, but the healing... Yeah, I think I just want to keep that. All right. This is a very good die because it means if I do get a blank on the captain again, I can just use it as an extra mana. All right, we actually got the healing side and the blank. Okay, so we get mana. We heal somebody. Actually, what I'm going to do is I'm going to heal the fencer so that the fencer gets targeted if the dragon rolls this side again. We whack, and we get a butt ton of mana. And I could save the captain, but it's cheaper just to revive it. So what I'm going to do is basically burst the dragon down. Oh, it's over. It's over. Oh my God, it's actually over and no one died. Well, thanks for watching, everybody. Hope you enjoyed it. Please like and/or subscribe, and I will see you again soon. Take care.